This is Scott at Teeple, Los Angeles, and I'm making you little videos about the products which you have just purchased or are about to. Today I'm talking about flower essences. The flower essence in question is oak and sage. It's a combo. You may have or are about to receive this bottle called Oak and Sage. I designed this in April of 2020. When I did the work, I did a lot of healing work for some of you maybe that are watching now, and I needed something from the plant world that would help me to stay strong and grounded and clear in my work. I did a walk along the Los Angeles River. I asked plants, I checked in with myself, I looked at my own garden, and I came up with these two flower essences, which are the oak blossom and the white sage blossom, and created this essence. I've used it since with great success. Flower essences they're not a tea or a tincture. They're not made of the plant. They're made of the vibration of the plant, specifically the flower of the plant, which through the filtering of light through its petals into the water that is caught, that's solarized in that water and then preserved in the brandy, so that you can take that psychic essence or that vibrational essence of the plant into your own body to cultivate it for yourself. So oak and sage, that's going to bring you strength, that's going to bring you groundedness, that's rootedness. I find that this kept me really focused, this kept my thoughts in space, in my body. And the sage was great for clearing myself. So flower essences you would take on some sort of regimen, and I usually suggest starting with about 3 weeks of taking them. Usually within the first 1 to 2 weeks you start to feel the effects of them, but 3 and onward you really start to notice the strength of the flower essence or the effect of the flower essence really working with you. So what I do is I would suggest to a client that they take a moment to focus on themselves, to focus on their heart, their head, and their body, the 3 bowls of the body, and that column of light within themselves, to tap into that soul light or that essence of themselves. And think about the oak tree, and think about the white sage blossom and the qualities of those plants as they are resonant within the bottle that you have. And you hold that bottle and you feel and you ask for permission from the plant to work with the plant for what's best for your own body, right? It's not about what this is going to do to you, it's about the conversation that you have with the flower essence before you work with it. Once that's established, I usually ask myself, is it 3, 6, or 9 drops that I'm going to take, and how many times a day? 1, 2, or 3. I'll start in the morning with, say, 3 drops, and I'll take them underneath my tongue. And I'll sit with how that essence feels for me. Or alternatively, if that's a little too strong with you, what I use is a cup of water, not tea, not another flavor of something else, just filtered water, and I put the drops within the water. I might give a little thanks for the water and the life. And I'll sip this as I would a tea in the morning, and maybe make that part of my meditation practice. That's a way to bring that flower essence into your life. Now, if you're on the go, which can be interesting right now, you can put this in your bag, in your purse, in your fanny pack, in your backpack, in your pocket, and say you're going to take it 2 or 3 times a day. You may take this just before you eat lunch, and then maybe in the evening before you go to bed. Some flower essences, I wouldn't recommend that because they energize you. However, this is grounding and clearing. This would be helpful before you went to sleep. So you take it over a period of time, they're cumulative, right? So it's not like you take it and boom, you're feeling something. Although some people are very sensitive, very psychic, very intuitive, or all of the above, and they take these and they immediately start to feel the effect. Good for you. If you don't, that's not the point. The point isn't just to have like a boom and you're having an effect, right? It's to integrate it into your body. It's a plant, right? It's an essence of a plant, and so over time it works with you. We don't want to shock your system. We want to gradually introduce this grounding and this clarity into your body, right? The other thing that you can do with this essence is, say we put it in the water again, put 9 drops in there. And say I had a crystal or stone, right, that needed cleansing or clearing as well. We would normally maybe use a sage smoke for that purpose, what you can do is with the vibrational essence of this flower into this water, you can place the stone in there. You can sit that in the sun, right, or on your altar and let it sit there for about an hour. And the essence does the same thing. It allows for that sage, that vibration of sage, that vibration of oak to move through this stone and restore its right order and its purpose. You may want to check the intention that you had set with this stone, say if you were using it for protection, as this is a piece of jet. You might want to reset that because sage is very powerful, and combined with oak can completely clear something. So you may want to reset the intention on that once again. There's a variety of other ways that you can use these. You can add this to a spray bottle if you wanted, maybe 12 to 21 drops in some variation of 3, and shaking it up. It doesn't really smell, although it may have a slight brandy smell to it because it's a 50-50 mix. And you can use that as an auric spray or as a room spray, which is an alternative, right, to smoke, right? And we have a lot of that in the air right now, and that's something that may be healthier for you and healthier for your lungs. When do you stop taking a flower essence? People often ask me. I often find that sometimes around 2 months into it, I may forget to have taken it for a day. That's usually the unconscious telling us that we've had enough of that sort of thing. But you can always set a time frame for yourself and then check back in. And I usually suggest about 3 weeks to a month, and then check back in with the bottle. If you're done with it for now, just put it into a cool, dark place, put it into your refrigerator and let it sit. Again, it's just water and brandy, and it should be fine. Although refrigeration sometimes helps for those things. So that's my flower essence, oak and sage. I hope you enjoyed this little informative video. Again, there are no plant parts that are a part of this. It is simply brandy and water. Take that per your own discretion. If you have issues with alcohol or you have other allergies to things, I suggest maybe doing a little skin test for yourself, or checking in with yourself, or checking in with your medical doctor if you are on a specific program or nutritionist to make sure that this is the right thing for you. This is definitely your health in your own hands and your responsibility, right? Because it's your body and you have sovereignty in that. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for listening. Bye.